Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, my name is Ummi Faseehah Binti Ismon and today I'm going to talk about an interesting article titled Controversy on Riba Prohibition Magazine Sharia Perspective. The things I'll be discussing are the introduction of the article, the issues stated in this article, the advantage and disadvantage of understanding this article, and lastly the conclusion of this article. Riba is a contentious problem in current times. This article is about although the Quran prohibits riba, Muslim scholars continue to debate the practical definition of riba. Since we are talking about controversy on riba prohibition maqasid syariah perspective, do you know what is riba and what is maqasid syariah? Riba is a term. Riba means excess, increase or addition, and when correctly translated in Sharia language, it refers to an excessive reward given without due regard. Next, maqasid syariah. Maqasid syariah is the composition of two words, maqasid and al-syariah. Maqasid is an Arabic word that literally means intent, objective, and purpose with a desire to create harmony with others. This relates to welfare, interest, or benefit. Without wasting time, I would like to share about the issues covered in this article. First, different views between modernists and neo-revivalists. Second, the real reason of usury prohibition. And third, conventional banking system. Firstly, different views between modernists and neo-revivalists. There seem to be different perspectives on whether the prohibition of interest contained in the Quran applies to modern interest. These disparities appear to be focused on one of the following central issues. First, the restriction of usury is understood by emphasizing the rational aspect. Elements of injustice become a central concern for a bank as a result of this knowledge. Second, the ban of usury as defined by formal law as it is regarded in Islamic jurisprudence. Modernists appear to take the first viewpoint while neo-revivalists prefer the second viewpoint. Secondly, the real reason of usury prohibition. The reason for the prohibition of usury is that it combines aspect of exploitation of the poor in addition to the interest factor. The statement above has been stated by a prominent disciple of Muhammad Abduh, which is Muhammad Rashid Rida, which he died in 1995. Thirdly, conventional banking system. According to Abdullah Said, interest in conventional bank loans is not included in the types of flowers that cause injustice. He says interest banks are not banned because they do not cause an adverse effect. The conventional banking system has had a great share in pushing the world economy. Furthermore, he stated that the traditional banking system, with its growing loads, has played a significant role in propelling the global economy, owing to the numerous benefits to be obtained from it. According to Abdullah Said, again, conventional bank loans are made for a variety of reasons, which can be described as follows. First one, the modern bank's interest not to inflict injustice, as was the case in the usury system that existed during the period of ignorance. Second, the bank rate offers significant advantages in fostering a society's progress. Third, borrowing and lending transactions in the banking system are clear, open, and protected by law. Therefore, suppression by creditors against the debtor is not permitted. Lastly, at the moment, everybody considering applying for a loan from a bank has carefully evaluated whether she or he will be able to cope the loan with interest. Next, the advantage of this understanding is clarity of thinking. The correct interpretation will be focused on the true issue of interest prohibition. Unnecessary allusion to an imagined concept would create diversion that would only serve to confuse. For the disadvantage or risk is negative effect economically. The market demand and supply may be volatile and capital performance in small business has a negative impact because of the use of interests that do not comply with the law and oppress others. To conclude, each group has a different interpretation of what riba means, whether they are modernists or classical scholars. According to maqasid syariah is founded on moral and humanitarian concerns. It requires technical considerations such as the avoidance of all types of unfairness in economic policy.